I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench on my drive.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start out here with the option left. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. A first down throw for Mills. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now the rookie 4th-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On third down, here's Mills. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Jet sweep to start the drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Second and 9. Herbert. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold him to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're 1 play away from doing it.
They certainly are. Very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Up the middle, Murray. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. There's the stiff arm. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Okay, ready?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And some room to run now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. Looking to throw is Mills. He's able to get it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. There are 2. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, Mills. That pass, but I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Coleman will try up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
A 49-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches at 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope he continues improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers big play threat.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 20, Chargers 17.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football, just put together something
that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well,
CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, he certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to catch it.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A nice gain of 21 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This is swung out to Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. A tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to have the Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pierce now up the middle. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And he's got some space here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44.
I'm not sure, Brandon. We've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like rough.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now it's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 27. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On play action, Mills. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Taylor on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They started on the ground with Eckler. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. It's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 34, Texans 30.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now Mills. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mills looking to throw it. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. It was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. When they rush comes, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a 2, I paid it at the
tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that